Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.
Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate, and now joining us via Zoom is Lieutenant Clint Dempster with the Thibodaux Police Department. Lieutenant, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, it's my understanding that they had an investigation regarding some vehicle burglaries and thefts in the Thibodaux City area, that y'all conducted a joint investigation with several agencies. Can you tell us, what transpired there?
Yeah, so it's rather a lengthy investigation. This kind of dates back all the way to February 29th when this all started. But we've been having a rash of vehicle burglaries and as well as stolen vehicles in our area. Same thing happening outside the city limits in the Lafourche area as well. So upon our detectives looking into it and digging in and investigating all of these different things, one of which was actually a Lafourche Parish unmarked unit that was broken into, and some police equipment was stolen. So we began, like I said, we began investigating it all. It led them to some information that the vehicles and the equipment and stuff like that was being transported to the New Orleans area, at which time we got with state police and their investigative unit. And of course, once they got involved, it was a pretty lengthy investigation, couple weeks to maybe even, almost a month long. And several arrests were made with state police last week. And the person responsible for it on our end, he is currently being held in Orleans, and he is going to be charged, well, actually was charged with the warrants that we obtained for the things that happened inside the city limits of Thibodaux. But he has a slew of charges with state police as well for the things that they discovered that was going on in the New Orleans area.
All right, so the investigation led y'all to believe that it was people or individuals from New Orleans area that were coming down this, to Thibodaux and Lafourche area and then conducting crime over here and then taking everything back to New Orleans. Is that right?
Correct. Yes, sir. The particular person in question that Mr. Davis, Jerome Davis, that we cut warrants on, he does have ties to the Thibodaux area. Used to reside here at one time. Now he currently resides in New Orleans. But we think that that's some of the connection there, just being familiar with the area and whatnot. But he does have ties to the area.
Okay, and let's see. Do you have the counts of charges that he was charged with?
Yes, sir. So he was charged with 2 counts of simple burglary, 3 counts of attempted simple burglary, and 1 count of theft of a motor vehicle. And that vehicle was recovered in the New Orleans area.
All right, and it looks like his bond is $225,000. Pretty substantial bond for those crimes.
Yes, sir. And again, like I said, he's still facing multiple other charges in the New Orleans area.
Now, does this appear to be an isolated event of crime from New Orleans trickling down over here, or is this something that you see regularly?
Yeah, so it's happened in the past where we've had something similar, where they come to our area and they target certain areas. Again, like I said, on behalf of the chief and the entire Thibodaux Police Department, we just want to stress the importance of locking your vehicle. It appears that a lot of these criminals are pulling on door handles, and if they can get inside, it's not so much forced entry. So if your vehicle's unlocked, they go inside, they try to start it. If it starts because somebody left the key fob, or if they find a key, then they take the vehicle. Not to say that they won't steal your belongings, but in this particular case, it appeared that they were more geared to taking the vehicle itself, if it was unlocked in the key fob or the key was left in it. So we can't stress the importance enough of locking your vehicle. And of course, don't leave anything valuable, especially the key or the key fob inside the vehicle. We're seeing that more and more. And like I said, it's just extremely, extremely important. You know, you got to help us help you. And that's kind of the biggest issue that we see regarding these crimes.
Certainly, yeah. With those newer vehicles, you know, you don't have the key in the ignition anymore. So I guess people just leave them in the car for some reason and kind of forget about them. But that makes it very easy for the, you know, the
Yes,
criminals
sir.
to get away with the
Yes, sir.
vehicle.
And don't ever think, you know, just because, you know, I live in you know, one of the neighborhoods that, you know, maybe the crime's not as bad, but, you know, a lot of these criminals target those specific areas. And like I said, you know, we see it more and more often than not where the vehicles are completely unlocked, and valuables and keys are left inside.
All right, we got about 30 seconds left or so, but I understand you also made some changes to Canal Boulevard regarding Good Friday coming up and some increased traffic that you believe to happen around the propane shop there. Can you tell us what that's about?
Yeah, just real brief. The way the route was before, that's all going to stay the same. This is strictly just an additional private drive that was added for Gary's Propane. It should be a very busy weekend for them today through Saturday. So all the rest of the traffic is going to stay left like they were before, but they're going to, for the customers only, they can stay straight and loop around the front of the building to fill their propane.
All righty. Well, we thank you very much, Lieutenant, for coming on and give us an update.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Stay tuned for more right here on HTV.